Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome back to our family meeting. Uh, as always, it's good to be here sharing some informative information. Tonight, we brought an article today, and this article is brought to us by drugfree.org. You can go online and retrieve this article. It's brought to us by drugfree.org. All right. And so, as always, we're going to start off. Um, I'm going to introduce my name. My name is Craig. I am one of your recovery coaches uh, here at Capital Recovery Center. And so, without further ado, let's get right into it. Today's title. Today's title is Helping with Co-Occurring Disorders. This is our family recovery support group. And so, if this article starts us off by stating the family role in supporting a loved one with co-occurring disorder is critical, excuse me. Now, you may ask yourself, what is called co-occurring? All right, co-occurring disorder is basically when someone has been diagnosed with dual diagnosis, basically mental and substance. All right, so somebody may have a mental disorder, and somebody who may have a substance disorder, and so they call that, or it is defined as co-occurring. And so most of the time, it may happen at the same time. But let's see what the article informs of what it says. All right, it says support can include many things. Recognizing that there is a problem, motivating them to get help, navigating the treatment system, and helping them sustain progress and recovery. It can be a significant emotional time and financial commitment, but research shows that family involvement improves outcome. All right. So once again, this is our family recovery support group. All right. And so let's keep rolling here. And today's one of the topics that we're going to share is encouraging treatment participation. Encourage your loved ones to keep appointments and participate in all aspects of their treatment plan. This may include therapy and medications, as well as the development of life skills. If a case manager is involved, work closely with them to stay on the same page regarding treatment. You may also need to keep a calendar of appointments and ensure transportation is available. Some families use positive reinforcement to improve the chances that their loved ones will stick with the treatment plan. Hearing that their parent or other caregiver is proud of them or receiving a letter from home while in residential treatment to keep them motivated can be very meaningful. Some families offer incentives or rewards after participating in a counseling session or completing a program, right? That's encouragement. We want to always encourage people to get healthy and to get well. Next topic of discussion, provide emotional support and encouragement. Often, adolescent and young adults want to be normal. They may be aware of the stigma around addiction and mental health, and as a result, don't want to have to deal with treatment or take medication. Listening to their concerns can go a long way toward encouraging them to enter treatment. In addition to simply letting them know that you care. Some teens and young adults have been to multiple treatment programs and may feel that nothing works. You also may feel hopeless if they need treatment again. It can help you both reflect on any part of their previous treatment that was useful, such as learning about mental health challenges, finding a therapist that they like, feeling better for even a short period of time, learning a new coping skill, meeting someone in treatment that they could relate to, etc. It helps to think about every treatment episode as an opportunity opportunity to build upon what was already learned, right? So don't get discouraged. Just keep on encouraging your loved ones, all right? Be there emotionally, be their support system, because that goes a long way. Trust me. I believe that helps us get through a lot of difficult times in our lives. Next, we want to talk about participate in family education. Many programs offer what is referred to as a psychoeducational group for families. All right, remember we're talking about this is our family recovery support group. So all aspect of recovery, or all those who participate in the recovery process, is very important. All right. Uh, if you don't know, or if you haven't heard that addiction, drug addiction, that is, even though we're talking about co-occurring mental health disorder and substance abuse disorder, a lot of times when we're talking about the substance abuse aspect, we share oftentimes that this is not a individual disease, right? Uh, it's a family also is being affected, and so not just the person who are going through the throes of addiction. All right, so we want to inform family members. We want to keep everyone abreast of what they can do, how they can play a part in helping our loved ones get back to normalcy. Right. This article goes on to continue to say these groups are provided so that families can learn about more mental health symptoms, signs of substance use, treatment options, medication, and relapse warning signs. Right? We're talking about participation in family education. It also a place where families can process what has happened since the last session and get advice as to how to respond more effectively if needed. A family weekend or 4-day educational program often offered in residential treatment settings. There are also designated times for visits and, in some cases, passes to spend family time off campus. Right? So get involved. We encourage people to get involved with their loved ones' recovery. We don't want to wait till it's too late. We want to be proactive, all right, and not be reactive. All right, let's move a little further down the line. The next topic of discussion is attend individual and family counseling. All right, participate in individual and family counseling. Counseling is offered both with and without your loved ones. These sessions can help you address your concerns, improve family connections, and problem solve with the support of a counselor in a safe environment. Skilled therapists can help you and your loved one learn how to relate to and communicate with each other to build a stronger relationship, right? Go to family counseling together if possible, all right? If not, take the initiative, learn on your own, all right? It's always helpful. Assist with medication management. This is very important when we're talking about co-occurring, when we're talking about mental health disorders, right? When we're talking about substance use disorders, medication management is oftentimes required and oftentimes is needed. This article says, in addition to providing input to doctors when prescribing medications to your teen or young adult, you may need to fill prescriptions and, depending on their age, administer the medication. It can help to have notes with the name of the medicine, the prescribed dosage, and what you notice with respect to side effects and symptoms reduction. If multiple medications are needed, consider purchasing a weekly pill box from the pharmacy to organize pills rather than counting them out each day. It isn't uncommon for young people to be unhappy with their medications at first. This may mean that the medication they are taking has side effects they don't like. It can also mean that the substances that were using, they was using, did a better job, at least in their short term, of addressing their anxiety, boredom, or other reasons for use. In either case, this article, in either case, it can be helpful to discuss this with the treatment team to make adjustments if necessary. Visits the psychiatrist, visit with the psychiatrist are often very brief, sometimes just 15 minutes. So make the most of the session by being prepared to discuss how the medication is working. All right. So me myself, I had the opportunity to speak with someone who who's been diagnosed as co-occurring, having co-occurring mental health and substance abuse. And so I asked the person, how come people have a hard time staying on their meds or taking their medication as prescribed? And one of the response that this person gave me was that the medicine that that they was prescribed, they didn't like how it made them feel. And so it gave me a clearer understanding or a better understanding why some people may refuse to take their medicine. And so my suggestion to that individual was, at that time, was to speak with their doctor, whoever prescribing the medication, and suggest to them either they can adjust the medication or maybe find an alternative, And so that's all the advice I believe I was able to give at that time, because I hear people say that, but we need to keep speaking, communicating with our doctors and our loved ones to find the right medication that best fit them and that best respond to their needs. All right. So let's go on. The next topic of discussion, I want to share encourage abstinence. We want to encourage abstinence. This article says alcohol and other drugs can worsen mental health symptoms. Substances don't mix well with medication either. The best course of action is to keep all substances out of your home. If you do keep alcohol or marijuana in the home for your personal use, keep it locked up along with any medication that can be misused, the article says. Also restrict access to household products that can be used as a substitute for alcohol, like hand sanitizer, right? Or vanilla extract, as well as products that can be sniffed or huffed, like keyboard dust cleaners, right? And so these are things that we want family to know, to be aware of, that people may use alternative chemicals to get high. They may also use your medication within your medicine cabinet. And so this article suggests, and we want people to be conscious within their own home. You may say, well, I have to lock up myself in my home. Well, we want everyone to be safe, and we want the best results. And so if there is someone in the household that's in early recovery, or in recovery period, you may want to monitor your medicine box, the chemicals that's lying around your house. And you just want to keep an eye out, because people do relapse. That's part of the addiction. People do relapse. And so be mindful of that. Let's keep going. All right. Help establish structure and meaning. Co-occurring disorders can disrupt your loved one's sense of purpose and disrupt their daily routine. Getting back to meaningful activities while in recovery can help motivate your child to manage their mental health and avoid substance use. Act about and encourage involvement in school, work, volunteer activities, hobbies, sports, and other interesting activities. Your teammate, your treatment team or counselor can help guide you and your loved ones in creating a purposeful, structured day. A weekly planner can be helpful in setting up a schedule for when to wake up, do chores, attend school or work, participate in recreational activities, attend counseling, etc. This is not to suggest that every minute of every day must be scripted, but it can help to set expectations and identify gaps in your loved one's schedule that can be filled with meaningful activity. So structure is good. I found that for me, structure is good. When I say structure, scheduling a course of action, a course of plan, a plan of action, steps to take daily that can foster best benefit for me. I utilize it basically every day. I have a routine. It's not what we call rote learning. When you say rote, it's ROTE. If you look that word up, it's not a routine that is followed over and over. It's a routine that I utilize to make an assessment, and so it's just not follow through the T, or it's not something I just use straight every day, because life gonna throw us curves. We're gonna, we might do something different. But basically what I'm trying to say is find something that you find comfortable, that's doable, something that you can utilize, that is comfortable for you to be successful in your approach. All right. And so when I say it's not rote learning, it's not like you in the military, wake up, or it's not that type of regimen. All right, it is basically geared towards one taking an assessment of themselves, one doing evaluation, and one saying, okay, I know I have to get up, I know I have to go to work tomorrow, so I know if I stay up all night long, when I get up in the morning, I'm going to feel not at my best. That's what I'm saying. So when you start taking an approach, well, if I go to bed early, I could get up early, I could be more alert, I could be more valuable to myself and to others. All right, let's move on to the next. Oh, we have more reading to do. It says, obviously, it can be more difficult to do this with young adults and adults. All right, it says having a conversation with them and encouraging a routine as opposed to telling them what they should do may be helpful. All right, suggest that they try a routine for a couple of weeks to see if it makes a difference in how they feel. Aside from structure, okay, helping them develop life skills can be essential to their recovery. All right. So just word to the wise, all right? All right. So let's move on. Promote healthy social support. All right. Promote healthy social support. All right. Support groups can be a great way for your loved ones to meet others who understand what they are going through, as well as a potential source for resources. Let me read that again. Support groups can be a great way for your loved ones to meet others who understand what they are going through, as well as a potential source for resource. So you may have heard the word networking, all right? So oftentimes when you are, or when, I know when I was going to NA meetings, I would hear people engaging uh, in the support groups as far as employment, as far as a skill set that one may have, and one may, at the time, may need that to be self-motivated. Might need that to inspire them to say to themselves, "Hey, if that person is able to get in recovery, if that person is able to not only be in recovery, but go back to school, seek a trade, start a business, uh, take care of family and home, uh, volunteer in the community, and work on recovery, then hey, why can't I?" Right? And so support is very valuable. And I encourage you, if you find someone who's that you can confide in, someone you feel comfortable uh, sharing or talking with, and finding out advice and avenues to take in your recovery process, I suggest give it a try. Encourage attendance at meetings for substance use, such as 12-step. For an example, AA or NA, Alcoholic Anonymous and Narcotic Anonymous, and Smart Recovery. You can search for mental health peer support group at association websites. For an example, Anxiety and Depression Association of America, better known as ADAA. Let me read that again. You can search for mental health peer support groups at association websites. Here it is. For an example, Anxiety and Depression Association of America, better known as ADAA. Depression and Bipolar Support Alliance, better known as DBSA, or National Eating Disorder Association, also known as NEDA. Dual Recovery Anonymous is a 12-step meeting specifically for people with co-occurring disorders. Many of these organizations have meetings that can also be attended online. See, this is something that I'm learning for myself. I didn't know that there was a Dual Recovery Anonymous. All right. It is a 12-step meeting specifically for people with co-occurring disorders. Right. Good. That's good stuff. Your loved ones may welcome your participation at a meeting or prefer to go along or with a friend. Some meetings are closed, which means they are only for people who are directly in need of support, not family members or friends. Take their lead, especially if they would prefer to attend without you being there. Every meeting is different. So if they don't care for one, encourage them to try a different one. All right. One note of caution. All right. Listen up. One note of caution. Some participants at 12-step meetings believe that medication used to treat mental health and substance use are a crutch and unnecessary for true recovery, despite overwhelming evidence that medications for opioid use disorders, better known as MOD, MOUD, save lives. Let me read that again. One note for caution. Some participants at 12-step meetings believe that medication used to treat mental health and substance use are a crutch and unnecessary for true recovery. They didn't say all, it says some participants, right? But this article says, despite overwhelming evidence that medication for opioid use disorder, that are known as MOD, MOUD, save lives. Some NA meetings and other groups will limit the participation of anyone on MOD, better known as medication opioid use disorder. If this is the case, all right, your loved one may be better served by attending a different support group. And so I'm glad I had the opportunity to learn about what's going on in these support groups through information such as this. And I hope people can be more aware that there are different pathways to recovery. There are different aspects on approaching your recovery. And so you don't have to limit yourself. And so just remember that there, as this article says, there are overwhelming evidence, right, that medication for opioid use disorder save lives. All right, we're almost done to the last part I want to share, and that is you can also help your loved ones find recreational activities that do not involve substances, right? Aside from support groups, many recovery centers host outings such as flag football, 5K runs, coffee houses, right? Movies, game nights, cooking classes, picnics, etc. That may be of interest to your child. Many people with co-occurring disorders think they would never have fun again if they aren't using substances. So helping them learn how to do this is an important part of recovery. All right. And so last part I want to read is join family support groups. And this article says support groups for families geared toward a loved one's substance use include Al-Anon, Nar-Anon, Family Anonymous, and Smart Recovery for Friends and Family. In addition, many mental health associations provide supports to families as well, AA and Al-Anon, as well as NA and Nar-Anon, Naranon, often host meetings at the same time and location. If the opportunity presents itself, it's nice to connect with other afterwards over a cup of coffee or ice cream. All right, so it's been fun learning about new avenues to take, new approaches to helping ourselves, our family, our community, et cetera, et cetera. So a lot of times people are unaware that they may have what is known as co-occurring. So this information need to get out and need to be shared and need to be talked about because a lot of times people may have experienced some type of trauma in their lives, or they may have experienced some type of imbalance, all right? And so it's very important in the field of healthcare when you're treating people with substance abuse to also look for mental health issues as well, because we don't want to treat one aspect and then there's another aspect that is being overlooked or undiagnosed. All right. And so I hope this information is helpful. Please tune in, please share, I hope you enjoy, and we would like to share more of this type of information in the future. Until then, stay blessed, stay healthy. Until the next time, my name is Craig. Take care of one another.